So this is the 33rd annual Concert of Colors. Ishmael, tell us a bit about what the Concert of Colors is and a bit about its rich 33-year history here in Detroit.
Well, the Concert of Colors was started by New Detroit after the rebellion in Detroit uh, to bring in different communities of color and asked me at that time, I was a board member, and I suggested culture because that's the most powerful thing in our communities and something that will bring us together. And then Mary Young offered us Shane Park, and that's when we started the Concert of Colors. We had maybe 10,000 people the first year, and we grew within 10 years to have over 100,000 people. And now, 33 years later, it is one of the largest world music festivals in the country.
Concert of Colors is completely free. We believe that all people should have access to culture, regardless of their economic status. So there's nothing like it. In 2004, I got to play the festival and attend it for the first time. I was playing bass with a singer from Algeria named Sheb Khaled. Ishmael took everybody out to dinner afterwards, and I ended up being seated next to him. And it turns out we had very parallel lives and certainly childhoods in Detroit. Both went to the Grandy Ballroom, both loved the same music, and we were at many of the same concerts, even though we didn't know each other. So he was instantly a brother from another mother, and we've been close friends ever since.
Tell me a bit about the Don Was Detroit All-Star Revue.
Well, every year we pick a theme, and then we draw on all local performers to do the songs. It's a variety show, you could say. This year, our theme is peace, love, and understanding, more needed now, maybe than any time certainly in my lifetime. And in addition to the great band that we have every year, we have the Corktown Popes and Marshall Crenshaw, Herschel Boone, Caroline Streho, Gretchen Gonzalez Davidson, Milton Bennett, Stephanie Christian, Mike Ellison, all performing songs that somehow tie into the theme of peace, love, and understanding.
I read the Metro Times interview that you two did last week, where you talked about how initially there had been a different theme, and then you changed it to peace, love, and understanding because of everything that's going on in Israel and Gaza, and how, Don, as you mentioned, that we need that now more than ever. I guess just tell me a bit about that, how that conversation happened, that, you know, this needed to be the theme for this year.
Well, we had a good theme, which I'm not going to reveal because we'll do it next year. But it just seemed timely. Everybody's on edge. I think even, you know, it's not just Gaza. It's in this country. Temperatures rise every day, literally and figuratively, and I think we just need some soothing and a gentle reminder to, if you put love and compassion first, you're on your way to solving problems. I'm not saying it's going to solve all the problems, but it's a start.
It doesn't matter whether you're Arab or Jewish or African American. We all believe that the killing must stop, and that we need to have true peace, and it's attainable. And so, you know, from our little corner of work, we want to express that.
I think the most important thing is that Jewish, Arab, I don't think that matters. We're all human. We all have basically the same emotional makeup, the same psyches. And what we need to do is stress the commonality between everyone, which is far greater than the differences that we face. And I personally think there's no better thing to bring people together than music. Our inner emotional lives are more complex than conversational language can possibly express. So we use art to communicate where language fails. And that can be painting, that can be poetry, that can be music. Musical intervals, we know, trigger the same emotional response in human beings all over the world. Look at movie scores. people score movies. No, you play this scale, it induces fear. Play this scale, it induces beauty, you know? So music is great like that. But I think you get all kinds of art and culture in the Concert of Colors.
Don, something that I wanted to ask you about, another thing happening, of course, is the tribute to the MC5. Tell me a bit about what's going to be going on with that.
It was a rough year, man. We lost Wayne Kramer, Dennis Thompson, and John Sinclair, all in a very short period of time. And I think it's very important to keep their message alive. They did something really incredible that impacted the whole world out of Detroit in the 1960s. And we'll just be gathering together to talk about it and to keep that music going.
Detroit is, you know, such a diverse city with so many different cultures and communities here, and I always feel like the Concert of Colors seems like such a very Detroit thing.
Yes, it represents the whole world, but I think you have the whole world represented in the population of Detroit as a result of the auto business booming after World War II, and people came from all over to live in the city and work there, and they brought their cultures with them. And I can't think of another city that I've been to that's got such a broad palette of colors to paint from, and that creates such a cultural jambalaya.
Just to be with the one you love.
Watch One Detroit, Thursday at 7:30 p.m.
You can find more at onedetroitpbs.org or subscribe to our social media channels and sign up for our One Detroit newsletter.